Ooh, hey, look at that. We are live. Wow. Let's see how long it takes Saribot to pop in. Let's wait. We're waiting. We're doing a little bit of waiting. Come on. I'm going to sit here until Saribot does it. You better join soon. There he is. There's my man. Alright, we can start the music. I'm going to go fill up my water bottle. Alright, let's go. You put up the, where's the right back stream texts? Raven, I am literally trying to leave Raven. I love you, but come on. Oh, jeez. Okay, chat, I am going to go get water. Raven, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 4 months. Oh my gosh. You're crazy. You're amazing. Noodle, I'm sorry, but today the holder is Saribot. I'm sorry, Saribot is just better than you today. I don't make the rules, I just tell him, alright, I'll be back. If anybody comes in while I'm not here, just tell him I exploded on TNT or something. It's funnier that way. Be right back. Would you believe it? I'm back. Yo, Smail's here. Let's go. I actually left for a moment to get water because my water was only half full. And we can't be having that on a mailbox stream. What am I? Dehydrated? No, not here. Does Saribot have a cute dog? Don't think so. You know, you might be onto something there. I think you might be onto something. Ended up working, so now I'm gonna try streaming. Let's go! Alright, everybody, you know what? Let's get a round of applause for Smail. Where's my thing? Genuinely proud, honestly. Streaming is a cool thing, and you know, if it's seeing you try it and it working out is awesome. I think that's so cool. You're doing great. Take it from me, who's done this for 2 years now. If it's something you enjoy, then it's gonna be great. Because as long as you stick with it, or no, not even just stick with it. As long as you're having fun, you should continue. As long as you have somebody that enjoys watching your stuff, it's worth it. And as long as you're still enjoying, like, making the streams of whatever you're doing, because you probably have very different tastes than I do in streaming, As long as you're enjoying doing it, however often it is, it's gonna be a good time. And maybe the viewers come, maybe they don't. But what matters is that you had a good time. And yeah, that's my 2 cents. I don't I don't have too many cents. I'm not a big streamer, but I can give you the sense I have. And with that, look, is that the music? Is that Pokey and Chill that I hear? Is that the Pokey and Chill in the background? What's that? Is that a background? Oh, I forgot to unpause the game. I didn't want to leave for a few seconds and have it turn dark and die. Anyways, you see this? Where's my button? Hello, everybody. I am Min's the Mailbox, and this is Connection Point. You see that big thing right there? You know, here in these parts, we call it a tree house. It's kind of a tree right now. It doesn't have any of the leaves on it, and obviously it's made out of stone, tough, dirt, and stone, and cobblestone, because we don't have any kind of building style here. Our building skills are like down the drain. No. What that is a blueprint, an outline, a prototype, if you will, of how the tree is going to look once we build it. I wanted to get it sketched out. It really does. It really does. I know. I've been thinking it the whole time, Doodle. Don't you worry. It looks super sus. It does not look like a tree at all. But I'm gonna make it look like a tree because I believe. No. It's definitely an interesting tree. I could probably build it a lot better if I had it something else, but it's kind of just how we build here. We make it up, we use some inspiration, and we try our best, and whatever we end up with is whatever we end up with. So that is like a prototype of the tree. I wanted to build it out first before we got all the wood and, you know, harder to get materials done, so that we had a plan before we started putting everything in. And now, it's in. Mostly. I didn't want to build the leaves because can you imagine building leaves with cobblestone? That would be horrendous and that would be a terrible move. So we're just not gonna do that. Hydrate, let's go. I'm loving the hydrate. I don't know why it said that, but thank you, Karuko, for the hydrate. I had a random weird burst of energy for this. There we go. I am oddly excited for this one. I don't know why in particular. I am just super excited. How you doing today, Karuko? How we all doing today? How's today treating everybody? Big roots around the tree. You got it. Let me tell you, we don't have too much in terms of roots. But there, I think a big root in like the water and maybe like one branching out into here. I think we are gonna have roots. I just don't know how to build them right now, so we're just gonna save that for later on down the line. So today, we need to actually empty our inventory. Like a bridge. That's a genius idea, actually. That could actually be really cool. I like that idea. Been out of the hospital. That's awesome. I'm glad you're out. Being in the hospital is no bueno. Especially if it's for a long time. That can really start to get on you. I'm part of the building community, so I love building and coming up with ideas. Exactly. I mean, that's one of the things that I love about Minecraft is just building. Mining out the nether to build a big castle. Oh. Hey. If Jade pops in today, Jade built a castle in the nether before. It was really cool. In fact, it was nice. It was actually really cool. I believe she might have followed part of it she might have followed something, but it was super cool. It was really cool to look at. Yeah, there's Scotty. I have your dog, Noodle. I stole your dog. I transported it directly into Minecraft. Okay, let's empty out inventory a little bit, because we're gonna need some blocks. Scotty Pog, exactly. See, Noodle gets it. Where's the shulker box I had with all the wood in it? I have no idea. Okay, so we're probably gonna take our bed. As you can tell, this tree is a big tree, and if there's anything you would what's it called? If there's anything you need for a tree, it's wood. Lots of wood. You know how many stacks of cobblestone and random materials this is? It's like easily a shulker. Easily. Try the Better Dogs packs. I have some of my friends use the Better Dogs texture pack. Not even joking. They do. I have heard about it. I just have not tried it yet. It'd be cool to try it on for a stream or two. Go out, get some dogs, see what we can find. Oh. You see that over there? I don't have any rockets. Let's go get some rockets before we go and check it out. Basically, we need to get a lot of birch. We need birch. So much birch, in fact, that I don't even know how to classify how much birch we need. It's a scary amount of birch. And also tough. Not tough. What's the block that is the what's the white block you find in geodes? Calcite. I was thinking about it today, about like if I was gonna mix other blocks in with the birch, and I think calcite would look really good, so I might do that. Shmail, if you want to share pics, you could share them in the Discord. I don't know if you're in the Discord or not, but there is a Discord. Woo! You could totally join that and share it. Not too much happens, but some stuff happens. What am I looking for? The end 5 times bigger and adding cities and castles. Wow. That's pretty cool, actually. Oh yeah, that's my original bed. What am I looking for? I think we just go up. That's right, fireworks. Do I have much gunpowder? Around it its own end biome instead of people who make it look like the overworld. Huh. That's actually a pretty cool idea. You know, if you want to see something unique, I'd recommend checking out Mogswamp. He terraformed his end into this really cool, like, futuristic, like, techno punk city. Lots of neon. It's really cool. And I love it. Isn't it the dude with the suit? Yes, that's him. The things that he's able to do are so incredible. I saw that. Yes. Where are my Mogswamp enjoyers? Are they out there? I see it. I see you. We're together. It's crazy that, like, man. Maybe I am just like a sucker for long-term worlds, but seeing like him, you know, be on this world for 10 years is incredible. Like, the things he was doing all the way back in, it's like, that's such a big inspiration for me. And I only found him recently. I only found him last year around the time that his 10-year anniversary for the world came up. It might have been the 10-year anniversary video itself, but for a few months, and I'm only on day, yeah. I mean, this world is at 1162, and that's for like a few hours every week. It's incredible, the things that you can do. Anyway, you see this? This is a birch forest that we accidentally found. Although I wouldn't even call it a birch forest. I'd call it a birch biome. I kid you not. It goes on for so long. This is all birch. You can see like little bitches of dark oak. There's some spruce over there. There's some more dark oak, but it's just... Do you see this? Do you know how much birch this is? I do. Yeah, I have, like, genuinely honest, I do not know how long Connection Point will go on for. But it is my goal to, I mean, I've kind of already done it, you know. We've celebrated 2 Christmases, we had Halloween, we've celebrated Pride at least once. Pride's coming, June this month is going to be fun because we get to add more flags now that we have wool in things and dyes. I get to add even more flags this time. Here, we'll start here. But like, I've been playing in this world since June 2021, and that was before, that was like maybe 6 months into streaming, and I've now been streaming for a year and a half. Yo, take them. Pride parades are so incredible. I have never been to one, but they, like, just, it's Pride. It's so incredible, the things that you see there. Exactly, the energy, it's just like, whoa. One day I'll go. One day I'll find my way to one. Don't know when that will be, but one day. For now, I harvest way too much birch. Oh man. Like that sucks, honestly. But that's not super terrible. For all the things that you hear that can happen to people. That's on the tamer side, at least. Okay, we're just going to, we'll go until all of these stacks are filled up. There we go. Don't really care. Fair. Who's ready to watch me deforest a biome for the second time? If anybody remembers back when I was getting logs for the, what was it? the trading hall for the automatic farm, the big cylinder farms. I took out an entire oak forest for that. Not completely, but I took a huge chunk out of it. I know Noodle is there. I remember Noodle being there because that was around the time that I was working on editing the Hemlocks film. That's where the 30-minute preview started. Man, I wouldn't forget that ever. It won't let me click the link. Really? Here. I believe. There you go. We got commands. That should work. If it doesn't work, let me know. I will be happy. I don't remember that, but that sounds like something you would tell me to do. But yes, today we're just gonna be gathering resources today, so we can prepare for the big stuff. There we go. Let's go. Heck yeah. Yeah, we had a sub goal, or not a sub goal, a follower goal for 180, and I added a whole bunch of commands. So if you ever need links to anything, and it's not working in the about me's, there should be a whole bunch of things to try out there if you want. Wait, can I show you the picture? Picture on like which one? Send them all if you want. There should be a media share channel in there, I believe. So just like go crazy. You can show me pictures of your inspirations, pictures of oh, what can I show you the picture on? Like which one? Oh, right. You can do it after stream. You'll be able to, I forgot. You'll be able to share them after stream because there is a verifying, yeah, there is intros, so you will have to make an intro and then I'll give you the verified role after stream. So you will be able to share soon, hopefully. But I will, after stream, I'll make sure you get in. We have a little bit of verification. Yeah, apologies for that one. It will take some time. If there was yeah, that'll happen soon though. No worries. Hey, look. The rain is going with the lava for intro. There should be a template somewhere. But at the very, I believe, like the very least you have to do is, oh no, what is it? It's been a while since I've gone over it. But if I remember correctly, it's age, name that you prefer, and I don't know, something you like. You'd have to, I believe in pinned messages there's a template. But I might be wrong. No worries. There should be something that looks like a little pin in the top, That will be pinned messages for the channel. If you click on it, you should be able to find pinned messages there, and then you can just copy it. Then you can click on it, copy it, and then just input your things there. And then if you need any more help, totally okay to help afterwards. Hey, we got a cooked potato. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, if you're turning 18, go right ahead. Yeah, that is just to make sure that the people that are coming in are above 13. So, yeah, if it's just a few days. No, yeah, sorry, the Noodle Police has given the direct orders. You will have to put 17 under court of law. Unfortunately, that is just how the doobie-doo does. You know, I don't make the rules, he does, I just enforce them. Sorry, you know, it's really a shame, but we do what's best. I will notify the IRS and the House of Congress. I will file it. No, that was a joke, Smell. You can just put 18. You're fine. Now thinking about it, I don't know if I ever updated my intro when I turned 19. I'll have to check that actually. I don't actually know. I might have to update my intro. Well, can you believe that? Alright, I am going to have to go for a few minutes. I will be right back. In the case of emergency, tell everybody that joins in that I exploded and died and lost the Minecraft world. Says 18. Dang, I did in fact lose it. Or not update it. Alright, everybody. I will see you shortly. Take care of each other. Don't do anything silly. Or no, in fact, do silly, I guess. I will be right back. Where's my texts? Okay, I can't even make this up. I literally just got back, was just like taking a drink of water, and then you redeemed the hydrates. So I just did the hydrates, and you didn't even know. That was impeccable timing, you know. Incredible timing. Thank you for the hydrates, though. I appreciate it. Also, what is this? Whoa, Smell, are you playing Minecraft during a Minecraft stream? See Rihanna's halftime. I did, actually. It was really cool. I mean, I don't watch too much Super Bowl, but her performance was pretty cool. Let's see, how much wood are we up to? Yes, the half-burned trees that I managed to save. It's time for you to become part of a bigger tree. Shows are great. Yeah, I mean, I think, funny enough, I think that's why most people who watch the Super Bowls watch the Super Bowls. Like, if your team doesn't get in, then you're kind of, I mean, I know my family was watching it mostly for the halftime show and the ads, because the ads are usually like wacky and, you know, crazy. It's actually really funny because so many people watch the Super Bowl. The ads, like, for 30 seconds of ad time during the Super Bowl, it's like, I don't know how many millions, but it is millions of dollars. It's like incredible how much money is spent on one event just to have your ad put there. Hey, you should have seen the one. There was like, I forget what it was, but it was this ad like going back and forth about what ad it was. And it was like something about like Moors and something, but it ended up being like a moon blue. I don't know. I thought that one was kind of funny. Is superior, you know. I can't argue that. I feel so sad for how many leaves we're gonna need for this thing. I don't even want to think about it. Like, it's too many leaves, man. Although leaves should be a whole lot easier to get than the trees. Because the trees you only get like 4 or 5. The leaves you get like most of a stack per. Oh wow, we are blowing through it. Let's go. We're nearing our last few stacks. I think we might as well just like do that. So we need just 6 more stacks. Can you believe it? Only 6 more stacks. On the 13th of May? Eurovision of Song. I will... You know? I hope I don't have anything on the 13th of day. The 13th of May. I'm excited to see. I've never watched Eurovision before. I would be super hyped to watch it. Also, this is a great way of getting sticks. I mean, the saplings I don't really need. This is a great way of getting sticks. Like, we already have a stack of sticks. What's that? Do you know what the ESC is? I believe I know what the... That's the Eurovision Song Contest, right? I feel like I remember you talking about it when it came on. Or no, I don't think... They had... I remember something actually around last November? That you were talking about. I don't think it was anything like the same thing, but I do remember you talking about it. Flip, I did. Ooh. Wait, hold on, what is this? Did I not forego, or did I remember? Whoa, wait. I'm gonna have to catalog this, chat. This is a rare moment. Do you know Flip? I do. I don't watch him, but I do know of him. Here we go. It was in May last year. I watched it at 1 a.m. and went to the airport 2 hours later. Gosh, was that May? It doesn't feel like May. Okay, I'm not as detailed, but I've got to the point where I can look at a build and know how to build or draw it. That's so cool. Kiri! Welcome. Sorry, I totally interrupted my thought for Smail, but I mean, that is super cool. Like, that's an amazing skill. You should totally use that more. How are you doing today, Kira? We are harvesting a ridiculous amount of birch for a project, for my tree house, my new and improved tree. Exactly. See, Noodle knows what's up. He's got the kiwi emote and everything. Phone work and watching at work. Let's go. Say hi to your work friends for me. If you got any friends at work, tell them I said hi. It's me. Hello. I know, Kiwi. But I'm on the internet. I'm cool. No, that'd be funny. So you're... See, Noodle knows. See, Noodle's got the right ideas here. You love building medieval, really? Honestly, that's cool that you know that you enjoy learning about history so much. They said hi, I asked you were real. Let's go! So, hello everybody. I am not real. I don't exist. I am a construct of your mind. I am a figment of your imagination. Catgirls aren't real. It's time to wake up. I don't exist. The accident was 3 years ago. It's time to move on. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. But the cat girls aren't real. They don't exist. You can try and believe it all you want, but it just isn't true. An online streamer. Hey, that's what I'm here for. It's what I do. Not really, but it's what I do now. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Kiri. It is still the 13th for me, and for a lot of the world, because we're boring and not cool. Actually, it's ooh. Is it Valentine's Day for you, Noodle? I cannot remember. Have you passed 12 for most of the world? I mean, 6 hours ahead, it would be 17 minutes below, so in about 17 minutes it will be. About half of Europe, and about half of Europe, Africa, and most of the Americas. It is not the 14th. Just excited for after. Let's go. Oh wow, we're on our last stack. Oh my gosh. Who's left in Greenland? I feel like a little bit more than that. The farthest back it would go, because it's 5, let's see, it's gonna be 6 for me soon. And I'm CST 5? So everything beyond GMT -1 or GMT +1 would be still in the 13th. If I am mathing correctly. I don't think I am, but if I am, yeah. In 15 minutes, yeah. It's very soon going to be. You got that right. I have 15 minutes to enjoy my Hall of Fame. Cool, that tree's now 1 block shorter. Alright. This is what a shulker box looks like. Oh! I mean, that's quite a sizable chunk, I'm not gonna lie. It's 6 for me. Hey! Or you must be an hour and ahead then. Whoa, wait, I just got a block there. That means I can give it its block back. For 45 minutes already. Let's go. Hey. You know, is it really loveless if you got family? And you got friends. Would you look at that? That's way too much birch. Honestly, what if we just collected that much more? 5 stacks and 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if we do that? Let's, you know, since we're here already. Yeah, you guys are early gang. Extremely early gang. No, sorry, Kiri, you're in the extremely early gang. You're in the morning gang. Noodle's in the early morning gang, and then I'm in the afternoon and evening gang. Hurting my eyes. Well, too bad. It's gonna be hurting your eyes a lot more, because I'm gonna be building a huge tree out of it. unhealthily early, gang. That's definitely you. I will never understand how I managed to get an audience that is like, that watches me at like midnight and 1 a.m. I don't know how I got such a large percentage of that. Like what voodoo magic did I go and just be like, okay, I'm gonna have an audience, right? They're gonna be cool, they're gonna be epic, but they're going to watch me when they should be asleep because they want to. How did I pull this off? What magic did I use just to watch you sleep? And I'm glad that you go to sleep at least however much through the stream. It makes me happy knowing that you are getting some sleep. And, you know, not just like forcing yourself to stay up the whole way through. It does bring me some good happiness to know that you are actually getting some sleep. Like, of course I enjoy you being here, like, no matter what I do. But it also, you know, health is good. I know how important health is, and so it makes me happy to know, yeah, I will sue you. You probably can, honestly. No, if you're gonna sue anybody, sue Aspen, okay? Chad, that's a skeleton in full iron armor. You don't see that very often. That is a rarity, even on a hard mode. Okay, where'd the skeleton go? I want to. We gotta find that skeleton. We gotta take a picture of him. I wanna document today. The day that I found the iron skeleton. The big iron. Did you know that he had a big iron on his hip? It's true. I saw it. Where'd this man go? I literally just saw him. Did he like go into one of these tunnels? He did. Can I get some of your armor? We gotta name this. Oh, that's very bad. That's very bad. That's very bad. We gotta name this. We gotta save this. This is a genuine souvenir. We're gonna call him Big Iron. One and a half hours researching this dude. Now I know what his name is. Oh my gosh. How did you even find that much information on somebody online? I mean, like, it's not like the hugest surprise, but like, how do people have that much out about themselves? Like, I know I shouldn't be surprised. It's the age of the internet. Like, everything about people is on the internet, but it's like, wow. Sloppy with his infos. Oh, I see. You know, come on, man, you gotta be careful with that stuff. You don't just leave that online, because then people like Noodle will find you. But also, don't give them reason to follow you, to like do that. And searching schools. That is why I am very careful. You could probably still find things. Like if somebody went deep, I bet there'd be a way to find it. Like, that's not like the world's most difficult thing, but like, you can't just be putting that stuff everywhere. At least to make it hard to find it. But also, yeah, don't be homophobic. Just don't do that. With his... Oh my gosh. Does this man even care about safety? Like, I know for some people it's inevitable. Oh my gosh. I thought that was a full message. One second, I'm gonna go... You know what? I'm gonna go read that out. You know what? Thank you, Kiri, for the 100 bits. I am reading that out. Let me tell you. You're all sitting here through this. You're getting to experience this. According to all... Well, you know what? We'll even turn off the music for this. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyways, because bees don't care about what humans think is impossible. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow. Let's shake it up a little. Barry, breakfast is ready. Ooh, come. Hang on a second. Hello, Barry, Adam. Ooh, can you believe this is happening? There you go. You get a piece of the, what is it? The Bee movie script. Thank you for that, Kiri. I appreciate it so much. If you ever wanted me reading it out, there you go. And I erase your, principal. Oh boy. I mean, if you're putting like full name and things, then it's like, yeah. Whew. Like, for some people that stuff is like that's why they make it, so that it's like recognized with them, but like chief. But also, like, no, be homophobic. We don't allow that here. None of that. Oh, I was like, those words definitely mean something to somebody. Ah, I see. So we're going all the way down the rails on the crazy train, I see. Anyways. Shulker box of birch. Don't know how much of it we're going to use, but it's better to get more than you think. You'd be surprised how many blocks you go through in this game. It's kind of scary. That is a forest fire? Well, let's see if we can put it out. No forest fires here. No, thank you. Oh, okay. It's lighting me on fire. This is very wonderful. Whew. Yeah, that's I mean, I wouldn't expect you to do it, but like, yeah. I can't imagine they'd like that very much. The 14. Oh jeez, they're 14? That young? Somehow, you know, maybe. I mean, it's definitely good that they learn, but like, I am flying the right way, right? No, I actually flew the wrong direction. Here we go. Anyways, this is our tree clearing now. There we go. That's where we need to be. For 5 seconds. Yeah. Usually not much happens, but sometimes things happen. Do you have enough birch now? I think I do. I'm not going to assume just yet, given how many blocks it took to build this, but I think I have enough. Now, I'm not sure what other materials I'm going to need right now besides calcite, so we might go and collect like calcite, which would mean we'd need to find what is it? Kiss the homies goodnight. Exactly. Okay, yeah, this is kind of a problem. We need that chest for, you know, actual other things. Into the seed harvester you go. We also don't need any of those saplings. If you say no homo, C Noodle gets it, right? Noodle totally understands. Noodle knows the ways. We're gonna save a stack. Because now we have the space to do it. Yeah, that works. Oh, yeah, that's right. Where's my anvil? We gotta name Big Iron. Here we go. Anvil. Big Iron. He had that big iron on his hip. Anyways, okay. I'm calling it now. I will have zero idea what this means in about 3 months. So when May rolls around, oh my gosh, when May 13th rolls around, you're going to have to remind me what Big Iron means. Because nobody's gonna know what it means in about 3 months. But it'll be super funny. I mean, that was the original reason I called them Minor Chaos and Major Chaos. I won't. Thank you. I appreciate it. We will let it be lost to time. I mean, I believe that was the whole reason behind Major Chaos and Minor Chaos. Because my first pickaxe was my... Is it Silk? Yes, Minor Chaos. Minor Chaos was my first one, I think. Or was it Fortune? Either way, I had one of them first, and I specifically misspelled it. And I'd have to go watch the full stream back to see if I had like a super reason for it, or if I just came up with the name. But basically the whole reason was I misspelled it purposefully. I purposely misspelled it because if I looked back on it, if I ever looked at my pickaxe again and went, huh, that's weird that my pickaxe is misspelled. Why did I misspell it? I would have no idea. It was a 4D chess move. Okay, let me tell you, if you want to know anything about me, I love messing with myself in the future. One of my favorite things to do is that I understand myself, right? I know that I personally do have problems with memory. It is very easy for me to forget things. No, and it takes a lot of effort to like work on getting better at doing it. That which I have done quite a bit. And I do quite often to, you know, I have strategies. But one of my favorite things that I love to do is do something and then do it knowing that I'm going to forget. And just mess with myself. I love it. Gonna go to sleep. Alright, thank you for being here, Noodle. I appreciate so much that you pop in and do it, even though, yeah, should be sleeping. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for being here. I hope the rest as well. And yeah, sleep well. Thank you for popping in the streams. It means so much. This will all be out of birch, and will probably look a lot better once it's out of birch, actually. I'm not sure how much dirt I need, but that should be plenty. That's right, we need to go look for calcite now. I'm not sure how well that's gonna go, because it's calcite, but we should at least give it a chance. Chance 1. Do we have any? We should probably check if we have any just off the bat. Mushroom. There we go. Okay, so we know we're using this. What about this? Could we do some like softer patches in there with mushroom blocks? Just for fun, these mushroom stems are very old. Actually, they are so old that I got them within the first few streams, and I've only ever used, I think, 4 of them. If I remember correctly, I got half a stack before. Like, the reason I have them is actually a crazy story. BRB, cool. Take your time. Enjoy your time away, and I'll be here when you come back. This is just a blast from past day. But these are actually extremely old. I got them on either the first day, the first stream, or the second stream, where I was traveling the world, and I found a ruined portal, and the ruined portal had a Silk Touch golden axe. I then used it, because I found a dark oak biome soon after. I used it to get mushroom stems, and then it broke. And I believe I've only ever used 4 of them before putting them back away. And I'd have to check where they are, but I believe, yeah, here we go. The 4 of them are right here. These are the 4 I've ever used. I've kept these for a while. But if we're going to be using them, we're going to need a lot more than that. But honestly, don't really mind that. It'll be nice to give them a use finally after so long. Also, this place really needs better lighting. And a staircase. There's lots of work to do at the base. There always shall be. 100 streams connection point. Have we passed any goals recently? I don't think we have. No, the next goal will probably be... I mean, knowing how fast I am able to gain followers, the next goal will probably be 6 years of YouTube, which is crazy to think about, because, man, 5 years of YouTube, right there. It's crazy to think that, like, it's already almost been a year. Since then, I mean, I still remember working on the 5 years video. I wrote a whole script for it. The editing was rough. I only did it in the last few days, I mean, the majority of it, and there's big parts of it that are not the best edited, I'll tell you that. But it's still a video I'm fairly proud of, because, you know, it documents, I talk about 5 years, my whole 5-year journey. It's crazy that it's still here. After all that time, still doing stuff. And actually, yeah, back then we hadn't even had a year of Connection Point. Or we hadn't even had like 6 months, I think. I think we had, no, we would have had 6 months by last March. Well, let's go see if we can find some calcite. Man, I know so much time has passed since then. Like, I've felt it. You know, a lot of time has passed since then, but it's weird to think about. That I'm approaching 6 years. Next month, oh my gosh, we're a lot closer than I thought. But to give myself credit, it has been a full year since then. There, 11 months. Just over 11 months has happened since then. This tunnel goes really nowhere, but it'll be good to light it up. 156. What is this? I just heard a noise. Oh my gosh. From Kiri again. Oh my gosh, Kiri, thank you so much. Gotta go investigate some tire tricks, some dummies going places not supposed to go. Love you. Have a great stream. Doing amazing. Once again, happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Kiri. Like, so much. You are such an important part of my life, genuinely, and I cannot thank you enough every day for that. You go do your job. You go keep being awesome. And I will be here appreciating you for it. Oh hey, we actually didn't run out of torches. And it fit, oddly. Okay. Oh, I didn't bring my fortune pick. Well, let's go get my fortune pick real quick. If we're gonna be mining Deep Slate, we might as well mine it in the useful form. Ah. I've never picked up Deep Slate Lapis ore. At least Silk touched it. Did not know that. Though I guess I haven't picked up too many of the ores here. Too many of the Deep Slate ores. No, wait, which one placed? Okay. Can we fly up this? Very unlikely. We might die. But it'd be funny. And it would be cool if we made it. Oh, so close. It went a lot farther than I thought it would. What did I get caught on? Let's go, yeah, if you don't know Kiri, Kiri is a really, really good friend of mine. We met 2 years ago now. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 years. We met about 2 years ago in a now a long closed SMP called Endertide. We originally just started out that I was helping them because we had group meetings that we would figure out what we were gonna do, and I was like the writer because I just like writing. So I would just take notes on what was going on, and I kind of just started sticking out for Kiri. It was gonna happen at some point. Yeah, I kind of just stuck out for Kiri, and we bonded over just like helping each other out. It was very nice. I'm very lucky to have them and still have them so long after that, because I don't know most of those people still. A lot of those people have kind of just, you know, disappeared, gone, done their own things, but I have been able to hold on to Kiri, and I really appreciate that. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. Such a lovely, wonderful gal. Here we go. Now that we got Major Chaos. Major Chaos might have come first. But I can't tell. We will have to see. Yeah, at the very least, even if we don't find any geodes or caves, we at least can have Deep Slate, and Deep Slate's very good. Hey, iron. Can never go wrong with more of this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, that worked out. 1, 2. That's what I'm talking about. This cave actually did go somewhere. Can you believe it? Can you imagine it? It was useful. Hey, Iron Will is about to smack you down. Cannot help to do a little bit of looting while we're down here. It's been a while. It's been a really hot second actually since I've gone caving. I don't think I've really gone caving down in here before. Especially not, at least not in this world. Not for a really long time. Okay, let's fly. Any signs of a geode? No, but there is glow squid here. And that... Oh, it's got respiration. Thank goodness I thought ahead. I don't see much in terms of geode things. This has turned into a little impromptu mining session. Can't say I'm disagreeing with it though. See nothing here. It does go up. I guess we might as well check. Yeah, like worst case scenario, we just get more deep slate. Huh. Though I suppose it actually shouldn't be too hard to just find a geode normally. Because this world was made in 117, so geodes should be a thing. Even if it's not under the ground. I just realized that. See, maybe we just go, like, normal caving. It doesn't look like this cave extends too much farther beyond this. Might just be a good idea to head back, yeah. Ah, there we go. Back to our cave system. Or our cave. Not a whole lot here, but well, we work with it. Actually, I need to check. Do I have any amethyst? Because if I have any amethyst, I've seen a geode before. But I don't know. So yeah, let's go check. If we have amethyst, then we might be able to find some. Whew. rough around the edges, but I think we're okay. Wait, chat. Oh my gosh, chat. Okay, I'm incredibly silly today, aren't I? The person who turned an amethyst geode into an amethyst farm and built a cleric trading area on top of another bigger geode, am asking if I've ever seen a geode before. I think I lost a few screws down there in the mines, not gonna lie. I think there might be a few things missing up there. How did I not realize that? I do not know what was going on in my head, but it wasn't anything, clearly wasn't anything good. Okay. Let's go actually do our due diligence and go back. I think we need food anyways. We could go through the nether portal, or we could fly back. I kind of want to see what flying back is like. Wait. That's a witch hut. Was that just there this whole time? And this should be spawn. These should be the spawn mountains, because I'd remember them very well. It is. Still a ridiculous amount of shoes. Man. How did I not realize that? Of course I have geode stuff. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of it right here. I was really just gonna let myself do that. I cannot believe that. I was really just gonna let myself do that, knowing there's a geode here. Oh, that's probably why I don't have like a bajillion of it. It's because I've used some right there. Alright. Which ones of yous do the trading? Thank you. That's hilarious. Alright. Let's go back. How are we all doing here? How's life been since I opened it up? Doing good? All just vibing? Just chilling? Glad. It doth make me happy. Alright, now we get another. Bum 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 ba-ba-dum, ba-da-dum, bum bum. come on. Ah. Ooh. Yeesh. One day this will be a safer, normal flight, but that time has yet to pass us by. That'll be after our base renovations chapter. And now we can add our third block to the pallet right there. So it kind of would go like this. That's actually quite a nice transition. I kind of like that. So we could have patches of this stuff. That would turn out quite nice. I'm liking that. Only other thing I can think of is like maybe white concrete? White concrete powder, sorry. I forgot it had a name for a second. Yeah, so maybe we get like 6 stacks of that. Might be a little bit difficult though. But also it may not be. Let's get our bed. If anywhere is going to have a whole bunch of mushrooms, it's a dark oak forest. It's a roofed forest, in fact. And what do we just so happen to have around us? Lots of birch, and also lots of dark oak. So we should be able to find at least a bit of it. We can also just grow it ourselves, which might be a better option. Although I don't know how many mushrooms we have. Yeah, the mushroom stem block is significantly harder to get than all the other ones. For obvious reasons. The stem is much smaller than all the other blocks. Or it's got a little bit less quantity, you know. There's like 4 or 5 per. So you need like 16 for 1 stack. It's kind of crazy. Did I take the mushroom out of this? Maybe this is where I took the mushroom from. I wouldn't put it past myself. This might have been the one where I found the axe and then just wandered around to get it. I'm not sure how I ended up here in the first place. I might have been boating across the water for something. I think actually that's why. I think that's how I found there was a dark oak biome over here in the first place, is that I boated across, found the forest, and then just went, yeah, this is definitely me. But like a while ago. Yep, you can tell this was my this was my trajectory. It's cool, I get to find old paths I made. Don't get to do that too often. But it is old enough and untouched enough until today that I can do that. I value that. That's one of the cool things about having an older world, is that once you spend enough time in it, well, you forget things. And then all the small little details that you left, still there. And you get to re-find them. I think that's pretty. Like, the longer you go in a single place, the more things are there that you did. So the longer that you do it, the more little secret Easter eggs you make, or time that you put into it, the greater enjoyment you can have later for it, because then you can just re-find it all and go, wow, I forgot this was here. It doesn't have to be gone forever, because it's gone until you find it again. That's really pretty. I cannot lie, something that I do is, or I guess one of the types of content that I myself enjoy is like long-term things. Like, I mean, I've been watching IBX Toycat for a while, and he has a really long-running survival world himself. Mog Swamp I just recently picked up. A lot of YouTube series where like they go past a few episodes in the same Minecraft world, specifically with like Captain Sparkles. A lot of his modded series that he does with other people, I tend to watch those. I also do watch a lot of Hermitcraft, so, you know, it doesn't have to be forever, but there is definitely something special about being in a world longer than like a month or two. Maybe like 6 months, a year, 2 years or longer. The longer you do it, the more stuff happens in the past, and the more time you have to forget. Because I don't know, in that way, forgetting is almost a really beautiful way to remember everything. Because if you put everything in the same world, or at least have access to the worlds that you did do them in, then you can just go back and re-remember all the blocks, like the building you made here, or the sign you left there, the book you wrote over there, maybe the street the project you were half finished with before you moved on to something else, or the idea board you left for a while that never got turned into anything. There's a unique beauty in finding projects that never finished. And I don't know how to describe that, because it really is unlike anything else. Because like finding a project that you finished, like finding like an old building that you built like, you know, 6 months ago, a year ago, it's like, whoa, hey, that's so cool. Like, you know, you may use it, you may not use it, but you're like, yeah, I remember, like, you know, you lived there or you did stuff there, and it's like, yeah, cool. But there's something so incredible about finding a project that was never finished. Because those happen less often. You know, you go around and you remember the projects that you finished, obviously. You remember, I don't know, like hanging out with You know, maybe you were hanging out with your friends, or maybe you were playing on a multiplayer server. Maybe you were playing on a realm, or maybe you were playing by yourself and just put a lot of time into something. Maybe it was a hardcore world. And there's something so incredibly fascinating about unfinished projects because, well, they're unfinished. They're like a little time capsule, even more so than projects that you did finish. Because unfinished projects really speak to who you were at the time. And like I said, finished projects do this too, but an unfinished project is something that you were putting time into for some amount of time. You know, maybe it was like you had the ideas for it and then you canceled and you just wrote them down somewhere. Or maybe it was a building that you started planning, like you had the planning things for, but you just never did anything with it. You left it as the prototype. Kind of like the tree now. If I just left the tree there, that would be what it looked like. Or maybe it was mostly done, but maybe you didn't add in the details and you hadn't moved in, and then you just kind of moved on to another project. There's different levels of unfinished, but there's something so fascinating about them. Because let's say it's a project let's go down from the list. Let's say it's one you mostly finished, but then never got around to finishing the final details or moving in if it was like a base or a farm or something. And so it kind of just stayed there. Well, then when you look back, you get to re-remember, why didn't you finish it? What other projects were on your mind, or maybe what life event happened that kind of stopped you from finishing it? Let's say maybe it was a prototype that you just never got around to building. Well, then you can look back and go, okay, what didn't I like about it? Like, why did I stop at this stage? Because you clearly had an idea, you clearly pursued it for some amount of time, but something else caught your eye, something else changed, and it kind of just left there. And then you have the most interesting, one of the most fascinating ones of all, and that is just the ones that never really got off of like the idea stage. Like maybe like a few blocks replaced, or maybe it's just a sign. Maybe it's just strictly a sign, and that's all it is. Maybe it's like an idea in a notebook that like you wrote. Maybe you were like, you put all your ideas in a book in Minecraft and you find the book again. Or maybe you have like a wall of ideas with just like a few that never went anywhere. There's something so crazy about it that, you know, you can get that with finished builds, right? You can remember quite a bit looking back at a build that you haven't seen in a while, or that was built a long time ago. I know I have that with some old worlds that are now world downloads for me. It's a really cool thing to go back and be like, oh yeah, I remember when I was building that, or I remember when I was doing this, like the things I was doing at the time. But to find an unfinished build takes you back in a way that finished builds don't. It brings you back to the past in a way that a finished build can't. Or maybe not can't, but usually doesn't. Because a finished build, it was finished, it completed its story, and then whatever story you lived on with it afterwards, well, that was just where it was. But then you go find an unfinished build, and you're suddenly remembering where you were when you were planning it, like why you had that idea. What about that idea stuck so well in your head that you wrote it down? Because it didn't get much farther than that. Or maybe it did. But something about it, something so strong about the idea held on for just long enough that if you hadn't written it down, you would never remember that it existed. An old build that's forgotten can be remembered as long as you have the world it was in. But an old idea that never finished, those are few and far between. Because why would you write down an idea that you didn't finish or only halfway pursued? Why would you do that? It's you didn't finish it, you didn't want to go any further with it. Why would you do that? But sometimes you do. And it's the amazement at that realization that if you hadn't done that, if you hadn't written it down on that sign on that board in your house, you would never know it ever existed again past its time. But yet somehow, despite all the odds, it's chugging along just fine in that one corner of the one world, waiting to be rediscovered. I rambled for quite a long time about that, but exploring things like that is such a unique experience. Because, yeah, why would you remember that farm idea that you were going to build but never ended up doing? Or that home you thought was going to be cool, but then after thinking about it further, decided, maybe I won't do that. Or like a big structure, or like a half-finished build. Like, so many things that, like, there's a difference between you abandoning it in the current day because you've moved on, and finding something that you abandoned while the world was still up. Something that you had forgotten about even then, and you're only now finding it days, weeks, months, years after the fact. Because the unfinished projects give you the full side of the story of what you were doing at the time. You know, you were doing these builds, you were making these farms, but at the same time, what else were you doing? What was filling the time between? Well, those unfinished ideas are the last little puzzle piece. You were going to build this cool statue, but you didn't end up doing it, and the farm that you made ended up replacing it. You were going to build this cool savannah base in the middle of this savannah village because you just found it and thought it'd be cool. But then you were like, but halfway through you were like, what if I just turn this into another savannah house for the villagers to live in, and then just left it to go on and maybe live somewhere else. Because then you find those projects, you find that sign with the idea of, I'm gonna make a statue today, or I want to make a stone statue, and you're like, oh yeah, I did want to do, I forgot about that. Or you find the Savannah Village again with the house that shouldn't be that big, and you realize you built that, and it was going to be something. It just didn't turn out that way. history is an interesting thing, and finding people who remember it is not always a simple task. But if you ever get the chance to re-find something that wasn't just lost to time, but lost to you, and it makes you appreciate the things you have even more. Because hey, you had already left that idea behind, but here you are, remembering what it was going to be, what it could have been, and giving it another chance at life in your memories, in a place that you originally didn't keep it in, that wasn't supposed to be there. But now here it is, as a little relic from the past, a little cliff note to add into the chapter that was that world. I like looking back at Minecraft worlds. They really tell you a lot about your skills, what you were doing, what you liked, you know, your friends. It's an incredible thing to be able to get the privilege to look back and see those things. And unfinished ideas are just one of those ways forward. One of those things you would never think about until you find them. And I like thinking about it sometimes. That, like, what if you had built that statue, right? Because, like, that's the beauty of unfinished ideas, is that, like, they're unfinished. So what if you built it? What if you had gone with it and you had built that statue, or you had moved into that savannah base and you built it up further? What if you had transformed that village and put all your farms there? What if that statue turned into a key place to put your nether portal, right? And that became the center of your nether hub. Like, the beauty of unfinished ideas is the what if. The alternate universes it could have created if you decided to go that way. Because you know how finished builds turn out. You know how a world turned out. You lived it. But you know what you didn't live? You didn't live those unfinished ideas. Those little pockets of time that are just gonna kind of stay that way. But now, finding them again, you get to think about what could have been. And that's a pretty cool thing. That's not something you always get to do. It's a very cool experience to have. Alright, we finished collecting mushroom stems, if you can tell. I got really caught up in that. It is something I enjoy thinking about a lot. But we also am now collecting items for white concrete powder. What do you have? What can you give me? You know, purple dye wouldn't be too bad, actually. But I didn't actually have enough emeralds to do anything, so I'm just gonna go over here and hope there's a gravel patch. Hi, GG. Let's see, where can we find gravel? Can you find gravel in the nether? I believe you can. That'd be a pretty dangerous way to find it. But hey, we can work with what we have today and figure the rest out tomorrow. Actually, wait, I'm being silly. You know what we can do? We can just go back over to Again, trading hall. I have a trading hall for a reason. Let's go get our gravel from over there, if I have any. Well, then we'll make some white concrete powder, put it in our build palette for the tree, and sign off for the day. Minecraft is a very incredible game. A game that I've been playing for now 7 years. Way too long if you ask me. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Almost. No, I've been playing it for almost 7 years. In February. Oh my gosh, wait. I think I just hit 7 years, or will hit 7 years of owning Minecraft at least. I've probably played it 8 or 9, but I've at least had it 7. There's something so incredible about this game. Because, I mean, it happens with everything you do, right? The more you learn, the better you get. The more you change. And having Minecraft worlds, as you do that, as you find that change, is incredible. Because they're like a little document of who you were at that time, what you were doing, what you enjoyed, how good your building skills were, and it's like, would you have ever remembered what music you were listening to if you didn't write it down in a book? If you didn't name your helmet like, I don't know, Gangnam Style, because you were playing Minecraft around the time and you really liked that song, so you named a piece of armor after it. Would you have remembered that that's what you liked, or how much you liked it? Or maybe there was a good friend of yours that now you're no longer friends. Maybe something happened, maybe something didn't, you just drifted apart. Would you have remembered some of the moments you had together if you didn't spend it in that Minecraft world? Or maybe there was like a book of you talking about like, hung out with my friend today, so cool. Minecraft is filled with so many little details that you can put into the world. So many things about yourself that you can just put in there as like little time capsules, little snapshots of the person you are now, but the person you were then. And it's able to do something incredible. And that is remind you of who you are, where you came from, where you wanted to be, and now where you're going. And that's a big honor. It's definitely not the only reason I like this game, but I'd be amiss if I said it wasn't one of them. Minecraft gives you the chance to remind yourself of how you got here. The internet does that, you know. Here you are, and here's how you were. And if you're having a little trouble remembering, don't worry. It'll be here. I'll be here to remind you. It's the beauty of the game. there's always the little details, the names, the items, the animals, the builds, the special meanings. How would I remember that Cool showed up on January? Well, because he asked me to make a wooden pickaxe out of a stick. Or how would I remember that as I was building my farms, Aviator popped in, and so I made him a pumpkin? How would I remember that going back and forth for like 2 hours trying to make a blaze farm? Trying to just get to the blazes. I would just drop a warped root on the ground because I had picked it up on accident. How would I remember that each time I came back and did not stop and wanted to give up, that each time I came back, I would pick it up, move it a little bit farther in the path, and then drop it, and say, next time is going to be the time I bring you back. And did that for hours, until I finally came back, named it the Cat's Triumph, and then named my sword Iron Will, because it was my iron will that brought us through it. That's why I like long-term worlds so much, because they give you a glimpse into things you didn't remember, and they show you who you wanted to be, who you were, so many things about yourself that you may have forgotten to hold on to. But you don't have to, because it's saved somewhere. And no matter what, it will live on. It's a little copy of the person you were, to remind you, to help you, and to the person you'll become. And with that, thank you for listening to my rant. I've been ranting for like 30 minutes. I went on a deep end. I like this game very much. I play other games, but this game means so much to me. I've made so many really good memories here, and I've made so many memories here. Some good, some bad, some crazy, some want to remember, some I don't. But at the end of the day, there are parts of the people that we are. Especially for me, it's a part of myself. This game has been such a big thing for me for so long that being able to look back at old worlds or old files, or even just like the current world that's been going on for so long, it lets me feel a little bit at peace, because there are little parts of myself saved in here that I can always look back on and go, yeah, that's how I got here. I remember now. And that makes me happy. So thank you everybody for watching, listening, chatting, following. I don't think Aspen is streaming today, so I won't raid them, unfortunately. I'll go check, actually, see if there's anybody I can raid. What is this new meta? I'm getting into raiding people? Crazy? Can you believe it? Would you imagine that I'd ever remember? No, I don't think anybody's online that I know. Then we shall just end it here. Thank you everybody for watching. It means the world. Love this game, and I love streaming it. I've been Into the Mailbox, and I will see you next time.